In every film you watch, there is always a conversation between two characters. Between these two characters, there's always one shot in particular that you see. It is called the OTS, otherwise known as the over-the-shoulder shot. As explained, it is when the camera is over one person's shoulder and it is facing another character. This means that we know who is talking and we are seeing the conversation more closer. So, in this video, I'm going to try and recreate an over-the-shoulder shot, but the little twist is that I'm going to do it on my own. So, it is time to recreate the over-the-shoulder shot. The first thing I had to sort out was where to film. Luckily, I knew just a spot in my house where I could do it. I decided that I would film everything in the gaming room. Right, so a plan of action I'm going to do is I'm going to move a few things downstairs. So I've got my tripod light, the ring light, as my source of lighting. One thing to know is that the lighting, I'm not really going to be focusing on that too much. It's just getting the right shot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the green screen downstairs and set that up, because I'm going to have that as an idea of something that will help me with this. So I'm going to bring the green screen downstairs and get the rest of the stuff set up. I started things off by firstly deciding to bring the green screen downstairs so it would not be less hassle. But it was not the easiest job in the world. Right, so the plan of action, I know it might be a bit hard to see me because of the light in the background, but I'm going to shoot in here since this has the most space, and I have technically three. I have three chairs, but I'm only going to use two of them. All it takes now is I just need to reposition everything. I'm not going to worry too much about the lighting for this. I know I look like a fucking silhouette, but we're going to get through this. So I'm going to try and set up little bits and bobs of whatever, and then position this. If you're doing this all on your own, you need to be very careful with how you work. For the first time, try this and see how it goes. Alright, so got another outfit for another character. So I'm just gonna have this as an outfit and change this up. I'm not too sure what kind of thing to do, whether it be a comedy, a bit of a drama one. I might just have it be a regular conversation between two people. So I think that's the plan. Right, so I think I have my shot. It's just that this chair, or the stool, because it's got a bit of curves to it, so I'm gonna have to go and quickly grab a few things to make it even out, and I should be fine, and I can then start recording this.
Harry Potter, that's what's helping us today.
Once I got the camera back into a steady position, I set it up and started recording. When I was finished recording, I then got into another costume, still whilst having the camera in the same position, making sure not to move the camera. Alright, we've just finished, well, the first part of the over the shoulder. I'm not going to do any close-ups, it's just going to be over the shoulder shots of the two characters. One, remember, I'm doing this God knows what script in my head, because half the time I'm probably going to forget what I said. So I've just gone with what I think can be a bit memorable. Right now, I'm going to get another quick shot of here with no one here and just see, because I might be able to do something in post-production and it might involve the green screen, which could be a big help. Once I finished recording everything, I started packing up the stuff and bringing the stuff upstairs. not hit the fucking thing this time. Yeah. When you go to the fucking gym, there's nothing to you. Alright, downstairs is all finished up. So, room's a bit of a mess, but well, it doesn't matter. I'm going on holidays tomorrow, so yeah, time to edit. Once I imported all my footage, it was time to get to work. So, I've actually managed to blend it very well here. With all the clips, I have managed to put them together, and simply it's just a thing called masking. Mask out the little character, and you'll probably see in a second if I double click on him. So as you can see, you probably can't really see it, but I've masked out the characters, and then I pretty much just blurred the mask, so that instead of being a very sharp line, you blur the line. So that has made it 10 times better and makes it look a lot like the two of them are actually having a conversation. But now what I have to do, kind of sync up their conversation, because I did not sync up the conversation, which is probably something that I should have done at the very start. I'm going to cut between each of these since we have them now, and we're going to see how it turns out. So we're back to this. I'm actually now doing this a very long time after I've originally done it. I've decided that I don't actually think I need to do it, in terms of I don't need to sync up the conversation. I just need to show that I can do it. I get that in the previous clip I did pretty much explain what I did. For a bit further detail and to show you how I actually did it. So I have, as you can see, these pen bits. So as you can see here, it doesn't really matter where I put it. So I have this entire mask, and what I've done is that because I've pretty much captured what you see here is a freeze frame of the room itself without me being in it, it has made it a lot easier to do it rather than have just footage of the two characters. And so I've penned out the character pretty much, and I might need to do a little bit up here just so the head isn't kind of doing this. And so basically blur strength is just that you just kind of turn it up or turn it down. You kind of see the preference, you kind of see the head is starting to be lost a little bit, the opacity is down, and so you kind of do this. This will kind of make it either a little bit sharper or not, but you actually can't see anything at all because it is so well done. The camera, as evident, didn't move an inch. I think this is where we're going to leave it with this bit. So I'm not going to actually try and do a whole bit of actually trying to link the conversation, but just to show that you can do this with a one-man thing. As you can see also, we have the other little bit here with this part, so the other bit, so we can see because we have this whole wall here, it made it a little bit easier for me to kind of blend it together because you cannot see a thing. It genuinely just looks like there's two of me in the room. And so altogether, it is really not that hard to do for this sort of thing. And now pretty much because all of that is now done, but that does pretty much bring us to the end of the video. So it is proven that you can do this with a one-man team, and as long as you are careful with the way you have the camera. Everyone knows in every single film, you don't move the camera. Now this is only if you're on a one-man team, because if you have someone else to step in with you and act alongside you, you pretty much don't need to even move the camera. But because I'm on my own, I need to keep it in a steady position so that I can get the two characters, make sure the camera does not move, because if it does, it is very obvious that the camera has moved when you watch the shot back. So I'm not going to do the full sync of the video because I know, because of the way I scripted things, it is not going to turn out the way I wanted it to. So that is going to leave it for the end of this video and the little projects and experiments. And it has proven that this experiment is possible. You just need to make sure you actually have the right script, or you actually have a script. Since I went through this whole experiment not having a script on me and just saying what came to my head. But that is the end of the video, and I hope you guys did enjoy it. Make sure you do like and subscribe if you want me to kind of try and do kind of these sort of little projects and experiments, and also let me know if you want me to do another sort of filmmaking shot in the future. But for now, I will leave you guys there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.